Did I just hear someone use a microaggression?
Microaggression. It's a term we all came to love. But what does it really mean? Let's do a quick, simple Google search to find out. What is a microaggression? Wait. What is a micro-insult? A microaggression is the... What is a micro-assault? What is a micro-invalidation? Macroaggression? Microaggression? Macro-assault? Micro-regression? Macro-discrimination? Oh my god. Okay. Alright, we're gonna have to take a step back. Microaggression is a term coined in 1970, but recently got popularized thanks to this wonderful man. Let's see how he describes it.
Good day, everyone. My name is Derald Sue.
Why does this feel like a comedy sketch? It feels like I'm watching Adult Swim.
To share with you some of the harmful impact that microaggressions have on
the music is so uplifting
groups in our society. But
is it a good thing? I can't tell.
Well, microaggressions are the everyday slights, indignities, put-downs, and insults that people of color, women, LGBT populations, or those who are marginalized experience in their day-to-day interactions with people. In this scene, Jenny has finished a late night at the office and awaits the elevator.
I can tell it's a very late night based on the darkness.
As the door opens, she takes one step forward, sees a black male rider, hesitates, and immediately clutches her purse and places her hand over her necklace. The hidden communication is that African Americans are prone to crime, will break the law, are up to no good, and will steal.
Okay, I have taken a couple classes in microaggressions, and basically, here we go. Microaggression can be divided into 3 groups based on if it's a intentional microaggression or an unconscious microaggression. If it's an unintentional microaggression, then it's called a micro-invalidation, whatever the heck that is. And then if it's intentional, it's a micro-assault. And if it's somewhere in between, you will find a micro-penis. Just kidding. It's a micro-insult in the middle, if you're not. Okay. These jokes are so fucking bad. My god. Now you might think that microaggression is not that big a deal. People don't use it seriously. Come on, Felix. Recent TV went to a campus to do some research.
Occidental College in California is considering instituting a system for students to report so-called microaggressions.
Oh, wow.
I believe the most qualified person should get the job.
Qualifications aren't really the only thing you should consider when hiring someone.
How can you say that? How can you even hesitate on that?
Qualifications aren't really the only thing you should consider when hiring someone.
What else is there? If you're running a business, you want the most qualified person for the job. Right?
Wrong. Did I just hear someone use a microaggression?
I understand not wanting to hire the same type of people, because then you're just gonna get the same type of opinion. But the most qualified person, surely, if you get a job, you should get it knowing I was the most qualified for this job.
Qualifications aren't really the only thing you should consider when hiring someone.
I'm so confused.
If you're saying that the most qualified person is someone who is not a minority or not of a religion you believe in, then yes, that'd be a microaggression.
But that's not what they were saying.
Saying God bless you after somebody sneezes.
Oh, that would be a microaggression because of different religions.
Yeah, it could be a microaggression to someone who doesn't believe in God.
Sir, bless you, sir. How dare you?
Did I just hear someone use a microaggression?
I think that the harm there is relatively minimal.
Okay. So there's still some harm though.
Definitely harm. I feel my soul is burning. My soul is on fire. I truly feel what it's like to be marginalized.
It could be a microaggression to someone who doesn't believe in God.
It could be a microaggression to someone who doesn't believe in God. That reminds me the other week when Mr. Will Wheaton, who has me blocked on Twitter for being toxic, tweeted right after the church shooting in Texas that the murdered victims would still be alive if prayers did anything. That seems like the good time as any to criticize prayers. after a church shooting. Thing is, I don't believe in religion. I am agnostic atheist, but I don't feel the need to criticize other people. If people want to say thoughts and prayers to something bad happening, I know they have a good intention in mind, even though I don't believe in what that good intention is. I don't feel the need to go against that. And the same thing with God bless you. You know someone means something well. Why would I personally I would be the one responsible for turning it into something negative? And that's the thing with microaggression, is that it's a game that anyone can play, but no one wins.
Why do you have an accent? Like a Swedish accent.
Oh! Did you just assume my accent? Never have I been so shook. I'm shook. Swedish accent. Excuse me, just because I have this fake blonde hair does not mean I'm Swedish.
Like a Swedish accent.
Not everyone in Sweden is blonde, okay?
Well, microaggressions are the everyday slights, indignities, put-downs, or those who are marginalized experience in their day-to-day interactions with people.
I'm not ignoring that these could be hurtful for a lot of people. I fully understand that. I'm not trying to take that away from people. They have the right to feel whatever the way they want to feel. But I found it really interesting in this video when they talk about free speech.
What are your thoughts on the concept of free speech? Do you support free speech?
Yes, I do support free speech.
Everyone should be able to say what they believe and what's on their mind.
Unless it's a microaggression. Then we need to report it for hate speech. I support free speech, but it doesn't work like that. We condemn freedom of speech that hurt other people's feelings. Why don't you suck my micro penis? In Derald Sue's one of his books, he points out that microaggression produce physical health problems and shorten life expectancy. And the general consensus from research is that there's no evidence to back up that microaggressions is actually harmful, and what is actually defined. Who does it actually affect? Some say it could even be more harmful, to use the term. Now that we know about microaggression, we're gonna play a little game. It's called Can You Spot the Microaggression? A McGill student was forced to apologize for racial microaggression after emailing joke Obama clip. This was an unintentional microaggression, which we now learned is a micro-invalidation. Good job, class. You learned a lot here today. It was posted with the caption, "Honestly, midterms, get out of here." Write down in the comments what the microaggression was right now. It was based on the fact, not that midterms are frustrating and you need to get that anger out. It was black man angry, am I right? Microaggression. We also have this clip from the Diversity Council of Australia.
The mapping project that we're working on is actually looking at how we...
Come on, girls. Let's get cracking.
Girls.
The microaggression here is, of course, a little bit more subtle for the untrained eye, but me as a microaggression expert, I can easily tell you that this microaggression is based on the fact that they all look like girls. And could it be the Kraken? Get cracking.
Come on, girls. Let's get cracking.
Like a cracker. White stereo, no. Moving on! This is posted on BuzzFeed about microaggression examples. No, you're white. Moving on! So what do you guys speak in Japan? Asian? Microaggression! Just because I'm Somali doesn't mean I know any pirates. This guy's clearly just taking a piss. I mean, look at his face. Come on. Let me just play this micro violin for all these poor people with the signs. And my god, they must be tough. I get it. You know what? Actually, it's smaller than that. It's super micro. Actually, it's so tiny. It's a nano aggression. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's get serious. Now, this might be completely based on my Swedish cuckery, and I can't help it. But I always try to be somewhat sensible in around all these ideas. I'm not dismissing the fact that this is a problem, but calling it a microaggression implies that there's violence involved, and that somehow you have the right to strike back against it with violence as well. Which is a joke that South Park pulled when hitting anyone in the game for making a microaggression. When in reality, it's just an insult.
Excuse me, did you or did you not say that this man seemed tired?
Yes, he's my friend. I said, Paulo, you look tired.
Microaggression! Persons of Hispanic backgrounds have been stereotyped as being sleepy, and saying they look tired is a microaggression that will not stand!
But I am tired.
And it's not a matter of definition. I think it's, you can call it micro whatever. That's not really the issue. I think the issue is how you're approaching a problem. If people want to remove microaggression from campus, I don't really have a problem with that. Shouldn't that be done through educating instead of trying to police? Because isn't educating what you do at a campus? Any form of social study and social justice these days just seems to be about policing and haha, we got you, shame, rather than educating and trying to explain why something is bad. Now, excuse me while I go and cry some micro tears. Thank you for leaving a like on this video. Every like is a macro compliment. I would really much appreciate it. Thank you very much for subscribing. That would be a mega compliment. Really appreciate it. And as always, remember to gladly be nice.